Hi, welcome to this Calisthenics Beginner Workout Series. My name is Anupama Shivacharya. I'm a Calisthenics Master Trainer. In this workout series, we will be focusing on 2 upper body days, 2 lower body days, and 1 ab day. Before we get started with the workout, I want to talk a bit about why calisthenics and bodyweight workouts are so effective. The word calisthenics can be broken down into 2 words, cali and sthenics. Cali means beauty and sthenics means strength. So you're basically building a beautiful body with your own body. That's what it means. Now, if you look up the word calisthenics on the internet, it will lead you to some advanced movements like human flag, muscle up, or handstand push-ups. But calisthenics also includes basic movements. And in this workout series, we'll be focusing on those foundational movements to help build the strength for those advanced movements. Calisthenics and bodyweight movements are super effective because they can be practiced anywhere, in your home, in your garden, on your terrace, or even the gym. That is why it is super easy to do, and if you follow the series, you should be able to do just that. Just to give you a heads up, every video is going to be broken down into a warm-up, a main workout, and a cool-down. In today's video, we're going to focus on your upper body and specifically the back muscles, that's your traps and lats. Let's get started with the warm-up. Now, it doesn't matter what upper body calisthenics workout you're doing, this warm-up remains a classic. We're going to start with 10 finger squeezes. So put your hands in front of you and just give me 10 finger squeezes. Now, the next warm-up that we're going to do is wrist rotations. I want you to go inwards 10 and outwards 10. So we're going to put your hands in front of you, go inwards 10 rotations. Simple, easy rotations. Try to get a full round. And once you're done, go the other way around. Get some blood flowing in your wrists. Keep breathing through your nose while you're at it. That's great. The next thing we're going to do is warm up our elbows. So we're going up your arm. So we have finished your fingers, we're done with your wrists, we're going for our elbows. So put your hands in front of you, palms facing upwards, and simple. Just bend your arms this way to get some blood flowing. Maintain your breathing through the nose. You can repeat this for 10 repetitions, and once you're done with it, the next movement that we're going to do for your warm-up is for your shoulders. So we're going to do simple shoulder rotations. Put your palms in front of you and give me shoulder rotations forward. What I want you to do is keep your elbows straight as you take your arms back. So this will allow you to feel the movement on your shoulder blades as well, warming up that area too. Once you're done with 10, take it backwards. Give me 10 repetitions of the same movement. Elbow straight as you take it back, all the way up. And the last warm-up for your shoulders will be your crisscross. So, lift your arms up at your shoulder level and go crisscross. While you're doing this, try to take your arms fully back so that you feel the stretch on your chest. You can do this for 10 reps, and remember, this will remain the warm-up for all your upper body, and it works. The first movement for today is the incline push-up. Now, if you find the floor push-up too difficult, you can choose an incline like this. It can be a table or your kitchen floor. I want you to start by taking a step away from the table. From here, place your palms and ensure you get a straight body in this position. So, your body must be a straight line, like a wooden plank. From here, your shoulders and your hips must descend down at the same time. Your palms can be this way and shoulder width distance. From here, go down, squeeze your chest and push up. Something to remember here is keep your elbows close to your body at all times and push with your chest muscle. When you go down, get your chest to touch the table and push up. I want you to feel the movement on your abs and your chest. Focus on doing 7 to 10 push-ups to feel the movement on your chest. Now, if you find an incline push-up difficult, you can start with a wall push-up. What I want you to do is this. Place your palms on the wall and bring it slightly below your shoulders, this way. From here, you're going to take your body closer to the wall and push the wall away from you while using your chest muscles. You can do this for about 10 to 12 reps and really feel the chest as you do it. The fundamentals of the push-ups remain the same. Keep your abs tight and keep breathing through your nose. As you get stronger, you can progress to incline push-ups and finally to floor push-ups. The second movement for today is the diamond push-up. Now, the same fundamentals of a push-up work here, but you're going to keep your hands super close. You're going to take one step away from the table, keep your hands super close on the table, maintain a straight line, keep your elbows close. From here, you're going to go down and push the table away from you. You should feel the movement along your triceps here. You can do about 10 reps to feel the triceps. The easier version of doing diamond push-ups on an incline is also to do a diamond push-up on a wall. This works on your tricep muscle. This is what I want you to do. Place your palms on the wall and ensure that you're keeping your palms close. From here, bring it down slightly and go towards the wall. Push the wall away from you while using your tricep muscles. You can repeat this for about 10 to 12 reps to really feel your tricep muscles. Keep your abs tight and breathe slowly through your nose. The last workout for today is going to be the inchworm walk. Now, this works on your shoulders but also in your abs as well as your trap muscles. Let's go. We're going to start with our palms, fingers wide, grip firmly on the floor. It's okay if you need to bend your knees, but I want your full palms on the floor at all times during this movement. So, we're going to start with our palms and then we're going to walk forward and put our entire body weight on your arms. Go till the plank. Do not dip the hip here. Maintain the plank position. And then from here, walk back while putting your body weight on your upper body. This is the movement. Now, watch me as I do it. Palms down. Walk forward to the plank. And back. You can repeat this movement about 10 times if you want to challenge yourself, or keep it as low as 3 to 5 times. Now, if you want to challenge yourself more, what you can do is put your entire body weight on your arms. Let's show you how to do it. Get into the position with your palms down, fingers fully wide, and lift your heels and walk forward. As you walk forward, stay on your toes so you feel more of your body weight on your arms. Get into the plank position and slowly walk back. Now, this is a good progression because this is the starting point for your handstand walks. And back slowly. This is going to be quite challenging, so start with your heels down and then progress to this if you find the previous one easier. Great job with your workout. What we're going to do now is a simple shoulder stretch. I want you to lift your arms up, take your one arm to the side and use the other arm from down to lock it. Alright, from here you can look to the side, the opposite side, and hold this stretch for about 10 seconds. You should feel the movement here. This is your shoulder muscle where your sleeves are. So hold the stretch for 10 seconds. Other side now. Take your arm to the side, use your other hand to pin it and look to the opposite side and take a few deep breaths through your nose. Slowly release and you should feel the stretch on your shoulders. The second stretch for today is the chest stretch on the wall. What I want you to do is place your palm on the wall this way. Get closer to the wall such that your chest is touching the wall. Keep your arms at shoulder level. From here, you're going to turn your entire body away from the wall this way. I want you to feel the stretch on your chest area. So do this and hold the stretch for about 10 to 12 seconds. Breathe through your nose and relax your body. Once you're done, repeat the stretch on the other side. Good job with today's workout. You can do this workout 2 times in a week, but do take a gap of 1 to 2 days just for recovery. Stay tuned because we have a lot more movements coming up. And until then, like, share and subscribe, and do drop a comment if you have questions about the movements.